What do you think lazy EC actually means?
Yeah, it's a great question. I really hate the term because I don't think any amount of EC is lazy. I don't think any parts of parenting are lazy. It's all quite a lot of hard work. I think generally people use it as a term to basically a quick badge to say, I am not trying to catch every wee and poo or offering the potty all the time. It can refer to kind of a whole broad range of either, you don't do it when you're out of the house, or you don't do it overnight, or you're not maybe observing all the physical cues and reacting to those in real time, all the way down to kind of, we only put our baby on the potty in the morning and catch the morning poo and then leave it the rest of the day. And that's actually a huge difference between all of those things. But all of those people think that they're doing something lazy. I don't agree. So in some ways, I think it's an unhelpful term when someone says, oh, I'm doing lazy, and someone else might say, oh, me too. And then they'll look at that other person's journey and think, oh, well, why isn't mine looking like that? And it's actually because they've taken quite wildly different approaches.
What expectations do you think parents should have when it comes to lazy EC?
What I always say is, you just have to be aware that you're going to get out what you put in. Someone who is able to be with their child 24/7 and be present enough to react and try and catch all of their physical cues and catch all the wheeze and poos and all that, they might very well be able to get their child out of nappies by 12 months, 13 months. If you're, like me, you're not able to do that for a whole number of reasons, then you're probably not going to get your child out of nappies as early, but you're still going to see a whole host of benefits. And I think kind of understanding that different children are different as well and will react differently to you. So I can't give you a time scale of, if you offer this many times per day, your child will come out of nappies easily at this age. It's good to have a reminder that actually a lot of this is instinct and based on the communication between you and your child and what you understand about your child and their temperament.
It's kind of looking at the only outcome of doing it as the time that they come out of nappies, where I think it's really important when you first start to think, wait a second, why am I doing this? What do you think is the biggest misconception around lazy EC?
I think there is a misconception out there that you can do EC lazily, but for the same effect. That you can do it a bit less, but still potty train really easily, really early, and Bob's your uncle, which isn't always the case.
Do you think babies can benefit if they only receive a few potty opportunities a day?
Yeah, absolutely. I actually have a good friend who they only put their daughter on the potty first thing in the morning, once a day, to catch a morning poo, and that was it. They were perfectly happy with that. They were like, she's happy to sit on there. She obviously knows that she's supposed to do a poo and often morning wee in there. And then we're all happy, but she knows the rest of the day she's using a nappy and it's all fine. And they still had this kind of faith that that would still help them when it came to fully potty training her, which was true. Actually, she was still under 2. I can't remember exactly, just under 2, when they kind of went for it and took the nappies off. And they said actually it was an absolute breeze. Maybe they didn't see all the other benefits of, they didn't use really any fewer nappies.
Some people kind of say, oh, it takes so much time and effort to do it. But actually, if you look at that particular scenario, they're spending a lot less time than if they'd just kept her in nappies all the time. If you ever get a poo accident after you've started getting most of the poos on the potty, you all of a sudden remember how much of a hassle and how horrible it is, cleaning it up. Whereas a poo in the potty, especially in the morning, because you can just be in the bathroom, brushing your teeth. There's no extra time to do that. But I think there's a huge amount to gain from that, especially if you're the kind of person that knows that you might get frustrated by things, or if you're ridiculously busy and you know that you're not just going to be able to have the time, or you haven't got the patience, or whatever it might be that you think that you're not well suited to it. It's very low effort to do that for the game.